It's hard to believe it's only a couple of years ago since this. Oh, you do remember it, of course. You must do. Of course, we all, well, literally the world stopped, didn't it? We all stopped doing what we were doing because, of course, 40 times 40 was going to change the world. 40 people were going to pass on this pearl of wisdom, and Meghan apparently was going to bask in the glory of letting the rest of the world know exactly what we should be doing to change the world and help other people. Seemingly, though, other people weren't that particularly interested. One or two likes, and then it just faded into obscurity. And like a lot of things with Meghan Markle, well, the bottom line truly was that nobody bothered to follow it up. Nobody knew how successful it was. Even if it was a mega success, which it wasn't, but even if it was, nothing was ever followed through. It's like everything, isn't it? The jams, the dog biscuits, the rosé wine. It's an utter shambles. But given the fact that now is, of course, her birthday girl Meghan, who I think now is 44, is she? I'll leave it for you to work that bit out. I'm not so sure. I often think about oak rings and trees and stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, it's interesting with Meghan because, like a lot of people of her calibre, and she thinks she is a world iconic international celebrity. Now, I don't decry that because she is one of the most, if not the most famous people in the world, but for all the wrong reasons. You know, people are interested in her simply because it's a crumbling soap opera. It's like the girl who had everything that suddenly now seemingly doesn't have that much at all. You see how it works. But what's fascinating about this particular story is Meghan and her team have decided, well, given the fact that it is her birthday, and naturally, of course, people over here will be basking and holding breath to see if there's going to be a missive from Miss Markle to thank all those millions of people around the world. Well, apparently she doesn't want flowers and cards. No. Meghan wants donations, that's right. According to a very well-placed source, as ever, allegedly, Meghan's looking for charitable donations. She doesn't want you wasting the time and effort, perhaps even doing the lettering in calligraphy. Who knows? You know, Meghan. But no, don't send a card or a gift or flowers. Simply make a donation to either one of her favourite charities, namely her, and more importantly, one of yours, if you can find one that's not hers. You get the picture. It's fascinating when you think, isn't it? Because, of course, birthdays are meant to be about, well, just celebratory. But, of course, with Meghan, she likes to keep these things under wraps. The usual PR spin will come out all about Harry and Meghan having a quiet one, downtime, small dinner with friends, and then the ubiquitous picture will be leaked out of Meghan and Harry going into a very expensive restaurant, no doubt, telling us that it was just a romantic dinner for two, while the two kiddies, the invisible children that we never see, would remain back at the house, no doubt, with Doria stirring some kind of pot in the background. You get the picture. But on a more serious note, that is what is apparently going to be the gist of this birthday. Now, as many people ask, yes, but you know, senior members of the British monarchy never actually say happy birthday to Meghan or indeed Harry, as of course our late and brilliant Queen organised. It is only senior members of the British monarchy that receive that, working members of the British royal family. Meghan basically said no to that, so consequently she doesn't get that world acknowledgement. And as for those people suggesting that His Majesty the King, alongside William and Catherine, are sending cards, flowers and gifts, think again. That's all spin. 100% not true. His Majesty the King really at this point, this is where it's got, wouldn't dare put pen to paper, particularly after what his youngest son wrote about his wife, Queen Camilla. It's simply not happening. But by the way, happy birthday, Meghan. New Shorn in the very heart of London.